Now I would like to tie for you a blue fox variant. This is another classic dry fly, come to us from the Catskill regions. The hook I have in the vise is a size 14 standard dry fly hook. Thread I'm going to use is Visas 14-aught, and this is in brown. I'm going to attach the thread behind the eye and take it back to the bend. This is a good type of fly. A variant is a good type of fly if you have trouble tying wings. If you're just starting and you're having trouble tying wings, and tie a variant. There's no wing and it will work for you. This fly, I'm sure, has caught a lot of trout in the Catskill regions. I'm going to start with the tail, and the tail is going to be ginger hackle. I'm going to make the tail just about the length of the hook shank. I'm going to give it a loose loop, wrap it a couple times, and now I can pull it to size. There we go. And I'm going to put one underneath just to pick those up. And we got it fanned out there just a bit. Trim away the excess. I'm going to tie in the rib, and the rib is fine gold tinsel, or a small. This is about a size 16. Yeah, now I'm going to dub my noodle. First we give it the wax, and for this particular fly, most classic flies, all classic flies, are tied with natural materials. Back when they designed these flies, there was no such thing as a synthetic material. And I'm going to use a gray muskrat. Turn my vise there slightly so I can dub this on. And I'm going to dub this pretty tight. And using natural furs gives your fly an added advantage of having that buggy look. Take out the long guard hairs. And I just want just a pinch more. Now you probably noticed that I didn't go all the way back with it before I started dubbing, but I do have a little space in the thread, so now I'm going to take it back to the tail and then start wrapping forward. You can see that buggy look that I was talking about, and we want to wrap this only 2/3 of the body. Trim off any of those long guard hairs. I'm going to take the gold tinsel and I'm going to wrap that. And I'm going to wrap that tight. Whenever you're wrapping tinsel, you want to wrap it tight because it will come apart on you easily. Right now this is reminding me of a gold-ribbed hare's ear. I'm going to tie it off, fold it back there, and tie it off. Take my poke and snip, and remove the excess. I'm going to use a dark ginger hackle on here. And I'm going to tie that in. Let me trim just a little bit too much there. I'm going to tie that in. There we go. Wrap it down. And then you could leave your thread about halfway, because we're going to add another hackle. Now we're going to wrap this hackle. Yeah, give it about 4 wraps. And it made it to the thread. Hold my hackle back and wrap in front. Pull those back. Try not to get so many sticking forward. Take my poke and snip once again and remove the hackle. And now for the front, I'm going to use a light blue dun, and this matches to the body color pretty close. I'm going to tie that in right in front of the first. Tie that in right up to the previous hackle. Now we're going to wrap the blue dun hackle right in front of the ginger. And you want to keep these tight because you want a decent amount of hackle there. And I got 4 or 5 wraps. And I'm going to tie this off. I'm going to pull that hackle back. Put a few wraps in front. Take that poke and snip and remove the excess. Now I'm going to take my half hitch tool, that's the end of your bodkin, and I'm going to give it a double half hitch, and I'm going to push those hackles back. And this particular fly I'm just going to give it the double half hitches. I'm not going to whip finish this one. Kind of close to the eye right now. And about 3 double half hitches is good. Put a little bit of head cement on there. I have a nice fine pointed brush. Here we have a blue fox variant. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope that you would share my channel with your friends. Please leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, I thank you very much for watching my videos.